Hello, I'm Tnt Explosion and welcome back to another Minecraft store video. This is something I like to do every single other week on my channel to let you know about content in the Minecraft store that you otherwise wouldn't be able to see, because the thing about Minecraft store content is the only way to give it a try, even though they are fairly expensive, is to buy it. There is no trial system, there's no return system, and this means you have to go into a big risk whenever you buy anything as to like, is this going to be worth my money? And I figured to kind of avoid that, I'd make this series where I talk about various pieces of content, whether it's the cheapest content or the worst content, and that's why today I figured I'd go over one of the best rated pieces of content because it is texture packs. So texture packs are one of the things where most people are pretty willing to pay for it, I find, that's my experience anyway. Even way back in the console days, the plastic texture pack is one of the oldest texture packs for Minecraft, and because of this I figured why not go over the best reviewed texture pack of all time, which is the pure BD Kraft texture pack. This is a HD texture pack, and it's one which used to be available on the PC and was ported to this version in the paid form. So it's one of the only pieces of content that used to be free and now costs money. Is it worth that? A lot of people might say no, but it's something where even though I really don't like when other people use it in, PvP and servers and stuff, I figured I would give it a try, and there's a lot of things I like about this, which I'm going to be showing you in today's video. Hopefully you would enjoy the Minecraft store videos. You can like it if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and let's know you do like the store video, where again, we'll be taking my creative world from this version, and I'll be showing you it in the pure BD Kraft texture pack. So again, let me just clarify, this is one of the most popular texture packs of all time, and it's one I really don't like seeing other people use when they're doing gameplay and stuff. I don't think I'll ever use this for like proper videos, because there's something frustrating looking about it, and the thing I'd have to put it down to is probably the hotbar. So maybe this is just me being ridiculous, or maybe all of you can agree, but if you look at the hotbar, it's got these random squares which are rotated for no good reason, like why are those squares on their side, and then the thing to let you know which one you're using is a pentagon going around it. Why is it a pentagon going around a slightly misshapen square? Again, maybe that doesn't annoy everyone, like it must be artful to someone, but to me it's the most annoying part of it, and it's the reason I never gave the rest of it a try. So let's just ignore that for now and talk about the rest of the texture pack, because as soon as I turn any world into pure BD Kraft, it just immediately looks better. This is a really good texture pack in terms of how well it mixes with vanilla Minecraft, because if you look around at it, everything looks like the vanilla block, with a few exceptions like the path block, but everything looks like the vanilla block, and you can understand what's going on really easily. This is either stone or cobblestone. I think it's actually stone, right? Oh no, it's cobblestone. So that's cobblestone. This is stone. That's wood. Those are fences. These are crops. You can understand everything instantly, which is something even Minecraft developed texture packs sometimes make mistakes with, and it's something that drives me nuts when you're mining and stuff like that. So yeah, also the same goes true for like your tools. Again, your pickaxe looks way better, your shovel looks way better. If we pick out a sword from the huge inventory, that'll look way better. And oh, that took a while to load up the inventory. If we pick out a sword, as you're going to see right here, that's going to look way better also, because oh, look at that diamond sword. Doesn't that look great? I think it looks great. And basically everything is understandable while looking, like this super HD way, and that's because it does have more resolution than a normal texture pack. You can turn that down in case you're curious. There is two options. There's a resource pack. By the way, if you want to know how you turn this on, you have to, before you go into your world, there's a resource thing. There is the regular one, which I have turned on, and there's the mobile one, which is the slightly less HD texture pack. But yeah, everything looks kind of comic-y, and although you wouldn't expect this from normal Minecraft gameplay, it kind of does work in the context of this texture pack. The mobs, they don't look too ridiculously cartoony. I mean, the llama kind of does, but like it works, right? Everything about this texture pack kind of works as far as blocks go, and when you look at your existing builds, they all look exactly like they did before. This looks just as terrible. This looks just as like beautifully, rainbowy. Like, look at it. It's beautiful, right? Even this bridge over here, everything, you can understand it exactly how it was before, and it gets like HDified or comicified or whatever you want to call it, but it looks just as good in this texture pack while still being a noticeable upgrade. It's a big thing every texture pack struggles with, and it's one this one does great. And even the naturally generated structures, so we've got an entity all the way over here, for instance, you can see how, again, you can see it very clearly, but it just looks better in some way. Even the ghast, all this stuff is looking better in this texture pack. Another thing that changes in this texture pack is I'm pretty sure the font changes to, it's not Comic Sans, I don't think, but it looks quite a lot like Comic Sans. But you can see how even the text for the coordinates changes to that, and the text on the top of the screen, the beta text saying my frame rate, even that changes as well, which is just a small touch that I really did quite like. So yeah, there we go. There's the basics covered. It looks really, it makes everything understandable, and it also kind of great. But then also every now and then it changes something in a way that's just like, really the default game should do this. So I really love the path blocks, for instance. It just looks wonderful. It's this whole new block that looks like, it looks kind of of stony, honestly, but it really fits the theme of a path block way better than the original path block. If we go to something like, you know, stained glass, for instance, all the way over here, so glass and then stained glass. If you look at stained glass, it's perfect. Like, it's just, you know, that color instead of something, and you can see right through it perfectly. Actually, this one has like a little tint going through it. Most of them, to my understanding, actually don't do that. Or maybe they do. Okay, the last time I checked this, you can basically see all the way through the glass with pretty much no flaw. It's just like turns the world blue, turns the world black, and it looks really quite wonderful. So yeah, it's got that going on for it, and I think that's really quite a great little thing. But as well as, you know, changing your, you know, blocks like this, let's look at the all of the blocks in the, you know, all tab of the creative inventory, and you can see how pretty much every single block, you know, looks, again, like pretty much just simplified of the Minecraft version. In some cases more complex, but in most cases simplified. And then all the sprites, they look pretty great and comic-y. And then my favorite thing of all is the fact that all of the spawn eggs, I don't know what they're actually meant to be, but they look like Pokeballs to me, which means the chicken spawn egg, it's a Pokeball. Look, you got a Pokeball spawn egg, and what more is there to want from the world? And I'll give you a clue. The answer to that question is I don't think there is anything. So there you go. Also, as you can see, the Elytra looks kind of great, and it looks like I'm just kind of praising this texture pack, and it's because I couldn't find many things to, like, besides the original thing which kept me from using it, which is of course the hotbar. Like, who designed that? Who thinks that's good? So clearly some people. Maybe I'm the odd one out here. But yeah, for the most part, pretty much everything looks great. The water bucket and the lava bucket, they look weird. A lot of items, in fact, have this problem where, like, the original Minecraft item doesn't fit the art style that they went for it. So, you know, even, like, for instance, this, if you look at my armor, like, again, it looks really, really bizarre. Oh, wait, okay, how do I show off my armor better? I guess we'll stand still. If you look at my armor, it really doesn't kind of fit the thing at all. Like, the glowingness doesn't kind of work great here. If you look at certain mobs, for instance, they're like, they don't have the same aggression to them. But most of the features that I found, and most of the things I check out, look exactly the right way. They look how you would expect and how you would want, which is something that is kind of wonderful and what you get from this. So let's go to another world now. Let's go to a, you know, like a default world. Because one of the things I wanted to check out, one of the things where I get curious, is like, what if we take an existing world that's not built by me, because maybe my world just does well, and we'll see how well that does. So, ooh, let's go through this. But look at that background. Even that like kind of background thing looks amazing. So if we go to one of the abstraction worlds, we go to the Ice Spikes Village, or more realistically, we'll go to the Purple Party Parrot world. We'll turn on the BD Kraft texture pack, and we'll go into there instead, because this is going to be, at some point, maybe the new tutorial again. Whether that happens or not is down to how the Minecraft management decisions are made, but this is going to be a new default world at some point. It's a world which looks amazing in the default texture packs, but how does it look in this one right here? Let's find that out, shall we? So you can see, by the way, the memory goes a lot higher when you're using this. Like, the highest memory has been like 3,000 megabytes so far. Usually when I test that world, it's like 2,000. So you use a lot more memory in this. So if you're on a PC or on your mobile phone, then that could run into something. But I guess, or a low power PC or mobile phone, that might be an issue. So just keep that in mind. But as far as like how this actually looks and runs, it runs just about the same, but it looks actually a little bit worse. I was expecting this to be a lot better. I was like going to go into this and be like, well, that looks much better, doesn't it? But actually, some of the charm is lost here. There are some building styles you can't recreate, and that's something you lose there. So it looks like most building styles work, but certain things you lose a lot of the detail. It looks like, again, I feel like PvP, this is a terrible texture pack because it doesn't improve it in any way. And the whole, like, you know, the pentagon thing, it drives me nuts. Like, it makes it clear where you are, but not clear what's going on. And there's one more thing I have to compliment about this texture pack before we move on and talk about what I think of it and whether it's worth the money. So let's just quickly show you a TNT Explosion, because I love the TNT. Like, again, almost everything I tested, pretty much everything I tested, it just turned out that I loved it. Like, if we look at the TNT Explosion here, TNT looks pretty normal, but the explosion, look at that, it sparkles, and it's just so much better than the default one. I mean, maybe because I just like cartoon styles. I'll admit, one of my favorite games of all time was Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, so maybe this just looks a bit Wind Waker-y to me with the sprites and the beautiful cartoons and stuff, but honestly, this texture pack has pretty much everything I like going on with it. So why is it then that if I like this texture pack so much, I wouldn't probably recommend it to anyone? So I'd recommend this if you don't have any texture packs yet and you want a texture pack. However, in terms of what it actually offers, it's got a lot of overlap with the cartoon texture pack, and again, the cartoon texture pack, if I'm not mistaken, is actually cheaper. As well as that, it has a better inventory system. So it has a lot of overlap with other texture packs, which which you probably already have, especially if you're a long-time Minecraft console player. But if you don't have any texture packs there and you want a texture pack to try one out, this is by far the best one that exists for everything but, I'd say, recording on YouTube, because a lot of people are immediately turned off by the BDcraft thing. A lot of people aren't, and like that's why you still see it. But the reason you'll see is like a lot of people, it's, you know, I guess it's a hate-love kind of thing, and you can get less controversial texture packs. And maybe, you know, just as a YouTuber, I'm focused way too much on that one, but you can see how certain build styles also just ruined by this, like this one right here, something I wasn't aware of till just now. Certain blocks, like very specific things are ugly, and it's basically a texture pack which is 95% greatness to 5% oh, instead of most texture packs which are like, oh yeah, this is 80% pretty good to like 20%, I'd rather not. This texture pack seems to be all good or all bad, and if you love it based on this video, give it a try, pick it out, give it a go. But if you don't love it based on this video, if you've watched this video and you think, I don't really want that, then you're probably not going to think much better when you try it in your own worlds. And given that there's no trial for this one, I'll look at the loading icon in the top right. Oh, it's saving icon. That's kind of nice, right? But yeah, as far as would I recommend it? Probably not, all things considered. But unless you're picking up your first texture pack, or unless you like spending money and you want to pick up another texture pack for like your 5th one, because although it's one of the best texture packs, it also has a lot of issues with it, which you might run into. So I know those are confusing thoughts. I love it. It's one of the best texture packs, but it also has some of the worst stuff of any texture pack. And hopefully this video kind of encouraged you to pick it up if you want it, or if you were considering like, do I need a 5th texture pack? Probably not is the answer to that. So thank you very much for watching today's video. You can like it if you did like it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let's know you do like these sorts of videos. You can share it if you really liked it, and you can subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel. It takes a really long time to load the inventory. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching. Okay, let's do this. Oh, that didn't work how I thought it would. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.